Hey, what's up, guys? Bobington 333 back again. Today I'm really excited actually to show you guys this character. This is our what I would essentially call the final form of the budget Atziri miner to be able to farm Atziri extremely effectively for extremely cheap. This one is actually 15 to 20 C cheaper than the previous one, and it's safer. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the Atziri run here and show you guys exactly how you can make all of this happen for even cheaper than the last character and even more effective than the last character. Now, one thing you have probably already noticed is that I am currently Eldritch Battery. I do have my mana reserved over my or my ES reserve, sorry, over my mana. And the reason all of my ES is reserved is because we're actually running triple curse now. So you're going to be that much safer because our third curse is enfeeble. Enfeeble is incredibly strong, and it's going to make us be able to tank a lot more things with taking a lot less damage than the previous character. And it's going to make me feel a lot safer than the previous character as well. And all of this works because of the Sorrow of the Divine Flask, which I'm currently using. I'm essentially using it as a mana flask. So as you see, when I pop my Sorrow of the Divine, I start to get that ES regen over my mana. And the good thing about the Sorrow of the Divine as a mana flask, like even once your mana has fully recovered, it'll still go. Like, it's super nice, because I know when a mana flask stops because you've recovered full mana, it can be kind of annoying. And I really wanted to work out a way to get Tri-Curse in this without having to go CI, and this was how I figured that out. Again, we are still using a Tabula, and that's really it. We've dropped the Atziri step because we don't need them anymore due to Enfeeble, and that's gonna drop, your price anywhere from 10 to 15 C already, and you don't really need an expensive ring. You just need a Doge raise, and everything else makes up for that. So again, Obliteration Wand will work great. I just found a pretty nice dagger. You don't really have to have that dagger, but it's pretty crazy how well this is working. And this is the Brandis Flashback Hardcore League, so this is day 4? Day 4? I don't know. Day 4 or 5? I'm not too sure. I don't remember, to be honest. But the character's working out great. We are currently level 86. I am going to be pushing high tier maps with Pox here soon. And for high tier maps, I do have a 5-link belly of the beast, and I'm using that in maps because it gives me a lot more effective life, and I want to have that effective life when I'm doing maps. But again, for Atziri farming specific purposes, we get the boy. We got our boy the Tabula coming in the clutch. Best item in the game. 10 out of 10. We'll use again and again and again. But yeah. Essentially, guys, this is going to be the final form of the Atziri miner. I know this is like my second or third Atziri mining video. This is definitely though the final form of its kind, for the strongest it will ever be, with the Tri-Curse and the damage that it can deal. I am only using a level 19 Bladefall, actually, at the moment, and most of my other ones I am using a level 20. So as you can see, the damage is still just as insane as it ever was. And it feels a lot safer. Like, I can just tank trash all day, and I take, like, no damage. You pretty much just walk into rooms and nothing does anything to you. You just gotta pop a life flask every once in a while. It's really nice to have that enfeeble. And the temp chains for everything to be slowed, and vulnerability. I mean, you guys know the deal at this point. But holy cow, I'm actually amazed at how I was able to min-max this character and make it how it is now. It does have a little less effective life, which we were getting. Again, my other Atziri miner is level 90, the last one that I made, I believe. So I had a little more life than this one did. But we still have 2 more life nodes to pick up, and we'll only be 88, and then everything else pretty much is life nodes as well. But yeah, it's pretty... oh shit. It's pretty incredible that this character has worked out so well. And again, the way we're getting our mana back is we have the Sorrow of the Divine Flask, which basically acts as a mana flask, and it gives you damage, so that's more damage that we're going to be doing. And that turns all of my life regen, which I have 191, and you have to use Stone Golem with this builder. It is not going to work, but the Stone Golem is pretty tanky because I've got minion life, and I put what is that skill gem called? Goodness, I forgot. Minion speed. I just feel like it increases survivability quite a bit. But yeah, you're going to take a lot less damage from the trio as well if you're ever taking any. You're going to do more damage because of the Sorrow of the Divine Flask. I mean, everything is pretty much easy cheesy with this. It's everything that you guys wanted from the last Atziri Miner and more. It's better. It's cheaper. It's safer. It does more damage. Like we've pretty much min-maxed this to the the maximum point, I would say, without having super expensive gear, which I am extremely happy about. Again, I'm running with Pox. He is basically my carry in maps. I'm pretty much just a Tri-Curse support. I still do a lot of damage, obviously, because I'm Bladefall Mines, so I pretty much do all the bossing damage for us. But it's pretty incredible that I can run this with friends and be that Tri-Curse support that they need, because I've got 40% curse effectiveness as well. So we are going to be pushing high tier maps on stream, so you guys can feel free to come check that out. We'll be doing that for pretty much the rest of the 2-week race. But again, I'm extremely excited. As you can see, we do need the Golem to get that ES to come back as our our mana source. But again, I can pretty much just walk into packs and tank whatever the hell I want to because of Enfeeble. Like, I'm really not scared of dying to anything at this point. I've done like double damage mod GMP Orchard bosses like 5 times, and it's just I'm really happy with the build. So I hope you guys do enjoy it. I'll do a little more of explanation on what's different about the tree and all that after we get the Atziri kill finished. So we'll get into that here. But pretty much you're doing the same things that I explained from the last build while killing Atziri. I think this is my 4th Atziri run on Apprentice Hardcore. I haven't been focusing on Atziri too much because I did want to be mapping. But again, I'll show you guys that it's just as effective, if not a lot more effective than our previous character, which is also a higher level than this one. So. Again, we use Sorrow of the Divine. You see how much ES it regens for us. It's actually really nice. It just allows us to have another curse, basically for free, and it gives us more damage. But as you can see here, the Atziri runs are still incredibly easy, having 0 issues, just completely destroying Atziri for absolutely no risk. And again, it's cheaper than the last one. I cannot, like, I don't know. It's just min-maxed to the point where it's like we did it. This is the final form that we were looking for. So this is pretty much the only way I'll be playing this character from now on. Like next patch and patches after that. But I'm pretty excited about it, if you guys cannot tell. Yeah, that's pretty much the Atziri kill. That's pretty much the Atziri kill. Again, it's pretty much the same thing as the last video that I explained on how to do Atziri and how easy it is. But I'm gonna get into a little bit of a tree explanation. The tree is pretty much the same. The only thing we're picking up is Eldritch Battery, and instead of getting life right here, I came over to this side of the tree to get life and to get regen and more life and to get more AoE. And the reason I did get more AoE is so the curses could hit more of the screen, and it helps my Bladefall in clearing maps when I'm mapping with Pox and Xeno and stuff. It's got you know, 10% more AoE. I can still get another 10% as well. It's got 10% more AoE than the other build. It's got triple curses, which is better than the other build, and more damage. So the tree is pretty much the same. We're still a cultist with Void Beacon and Malediction for that +1 to curse. A little bit of the gear is changed. Again, I'll show you guys that in a second. You don't even have to pick up this anymore because of the Sorrow of the Divine Flask. Pretty much makes up for this. Yeah, pretty much getting Eldritch Battery, still getting this Curse Effectiveness and Hexmaster, going through the Entropy, or the, Entropy, and getting the Life Notes here, getting our Dodge, which, like, I still, like, my mana is fine. I can sit here and cast these all day. Like, still, like, it's incredible. I love it. The Eldritch Battery effect with the Tri-Curse is just insane. That's pretty much it. As far as gear goes, the only thing that is changing at all with the gear is this. You're sacrificing a ring slot for a Doge Race. But but the thing is, you're dropping a ring for Doge Race, but you're dropping Atziri Step and getting boots. So you can make up for the resists you lost with the boots while you have a Doge Race, so you can get the Tri-Curse. Again, the triple curse we were using is Enfeeble, Vulnerability, and Temp Chains. The things that we haven't changed are Bandits. You're still going to be helping Oak and Normal, and you're killing all, and then killing all in Cruel and Merciless. Our setup for our curses is Vulnerability, Enfeeble, Blasphemy with Temp Chains. We've got Whirling Blades, Faster Attacks, Fortify, Val Lightning Trap just wherever, Control Destruction, so I could switch that in for Conk Effect, and, you know, so on and so forth. We got the Summon Stone Golem with Minion Life and Minion Speed. You can do Minion and Totem Elemental Resistances as well. I haven't tested that out yet. Maybe you'll do it in maps here in a minute. But Val Grace, cast when damage taken, Immortal Call, Increased Duration. The only reason Val Grace is in here is so it gets the effect from Increased Duration, because it doesn't cast when damage taken because it's a Val skill. And it's an aura as well. But cast when damage taken, Immortal Call, Increased Duration. Flasks, we just got a Seething Divine Staunching. Seething Hallowed Grounding. We got our Topaz Flask, which is completely necessary. I switched that out for a Basalt Flask in maps. And then we've got our Atziri's Promise, which, you know, is going to give us that extra damage. And our Sorrow of the Divine, which allows us to, again, use our Life Regeneration as mana, or as ES. It gives you Zealot's Oath, essentially. So our ES becomes our mana, and this becomes a Mana Flask. And gives you more damage as well. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm really excited about this build. I hope you guys are too. It's pretty much a new and updated, cheaper and better version of the Atziri miner that we've been playing. I'm doing this in maps. Again, feel free to check out the stream. I'll link that below. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment, share, all sorts of good stuff. I'll see you guys later. I will be making lots more video guides in the future. Again, thank you so much, guys. I will see y'all later. Peace.